never be so precious that you can't stick your foot through what you make.
Some things you have to kill because they're just shit and you can't fix them. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think this is like half a Picasso quote or something mutilated from somewhere, but everyone loves the work they make. No one will love your product more than you do. Get some perspective on it. Maybe it's shit. That's okay. That's all right. It's not a bad thing. But, you know, get some perspective. Maybe killing it's a good thing.
It doesn't have to be the whole project. It's just one. Often it's just one mechanic that you really fall in love with, and then you realise it's not contributing anything to the game. So if it doesn't contribute, cut it out. Just throw it away.
Or you're obsessively spending time on that to the detriment of all other features.
6 pound of them.
Yeah.
The guys from the video last night, Introversion, when they were accepting the award, when they were doing Darwinian, they were completely convinced of the quality. This is an awesome game, the controls are perfect. And they went to Valve, and the Valve guy said, we're going to do some QA with you, and you're not going to lie. And they sat them down behind some glass, and sat someone down on the side and said, this is a game called Darwinian, play. And the Introversion guys were clawing at the glass, saying, just let me in there, he's doing it wrong, he's doing it wrong. And they just, weeping because they were so convinced they made such a great game, and they just couldn't get the perspective to see that no one else could play it at that point.
I think I had one along those lines, might not have made it for the cut, which is your player will always do it wrong, right? And you can't sit there and hold their hand and go, no, you do it like this.
And I've actually been involved in games that we've, like large location-based games, where we play-tested them, and basically play-tested them and been so kind of hanging over the play-testers that we pretty much led them. And then we actually went to play out the game, and it was like, oh, okay, so unless somebody's holding your hand through that bit, it doesn't really work, does it? So, yeah, you can really shoot yourself in the foot.
I just wanted to say that the kind of notion of editorial that's implied by that isn't just the responsibility of practitioners involved in games production, like the kind of critical community, games journalists, academics, and so on, need to step up to the kind of pulpit and say at crucial points when there's too much of something in a game. You see games like Call of Duty, World of War, and so on, like go through glowing reviews and so on, and by any standard, it's deeply excessive. It goes way beyond the point where it's said what it needs to say, and yet there's nobody saying when there's too much of something in a game. And so, like, this isn't solely kind of contingent on practitioners.
The one slide I wish was up here, which follows on from that point, is we are not all on the same team, and we have very different tastes and different politics and interests, and we will gain immensely just from indie games as well to have very different ideas about what we do and what we produce and what we talk about and what we like. Rather than praising every single indie game that does something different, we start to say, that actually wasn't so good, and to start to have a sort of raised criticality production players everywhere. So should we move on? Because it's
You need to follow a naming standard.
I think this one's fairly obvious, so it says it itself.
Name your goddamn file from. Just fucking do it. Just do it. And not only that, when you name your files, know where you put them. Because you'll want them again. Okay? Just take it from me. Do it.
I'd just like to point out an actual instance we had a problem with this. I worked with an artist who named their textures 1.jpg and 2.jpg. When we got two models from him, the textures in the textures directory overwrote themselves. So, a bit more creation.
Rock 1, Rock 2, Rock 3. That's also a shit name extension. Pointing out.
Start with media management.
Yeah, that's right.
Iteration is the key to quality work. It's kind of embarrassing to even have to say this.
Oh, no. Yes. I think it's really good. Nothing drops on the page fully formed.
Yeah.
You're going to make something you might think is brilliant, and it probably, maybe it is brilliant. Nice work. But the more you work on it, the more you refine it, the better that actually will be. The more you strip away away all the unimportant things, the more you tweak, the more important things, the better your end result. And the more you can iterate, the more, the more opportunity that you have to get to a really high standard of quality. So it's a very important step.
I don't think it's any argument at all for
Doesn't this kind of fly in the face of the last point, which is all about discard something if it's crap? So I think that the important thing is actually be able to say, all right, I need to evaluate every single step and find lessons from it rather than trashing stuff. Like it's also good to, even if you're not like, particularly in like an introverted industry like this, it's important.
In an introverted industry like this, it's important to get your work out there and get other people talking about it so that we can all improve our critical skills. And so rather than being like the solo judge, put it out there. And sometimes people are too hard on themselves as well. So, I want to disagree with that point. And
I would say, with regard to the previous plan, it's perhaps more important to know when to give up on a particular thing. Sometimes if you spend too much time on one particular task, you'll end up with nothing because you've left everything else.
I think a lot of us like playing prototypes as well. Like, I really like looking at someone's page of games prototypes that are like super low level, and that's sort of really satisfying to go through those things.
And also, iteration is kind of linked to innovation in the sense, I think John Blow makes the point that most innovation is really iteration of where other ideas are being explored and then combined, like existing ideas being explored and then combined. So instead of having this constant stress on coming up with some brand new idea, we should really look perhaps at developing things, till they really work properly. So.
It's cool that you disagree with the list. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Give away everything that you know. This is kind of in there for students too.
Oh, I think it's very important for industry. Industry is very internal, and sometimes that you have to do that, but there's so many opportunities to give information out to people, to teach how something's done, teach how a certain style is achieved or a certain mechanic is done, that giving that information away is just wonderful, because as soon as you give it away, you're out of tricks, and you've got to go find more tricks. And that's really good. For the person giving, it drives them to get even better.
Something that came up in the development talk yesterday morning on the first session. We were talking about why is the game industry so terrified to let anyone else see their code. Not only are we terrified that people will steal our code and we poured money into it, but also sometimes game code is absolutely horrible. And so we're really embarrassed to show it on this.
Refer back to the comment that you made about 3D Max scripts.
And so we pour so much time into learning this stuff, we pour so much time into writing it and creating the tools and all of this stuff, and then we throw it away and never let anyone else share. And it's a hugely wasteful system, which is tragic because we all go forward faster if we had more sharing. And only a few big industry titles like ID Games and stuff are actually creating these incredible systems and then sharing them just a few years after they were made.
Insomniac does a great job of that, actually. Insomniac research lab, you've got a section of their website where it's all just talk about all of their tech. It's very, very good.
The guys who did N+,
the MetaNet.
Yeah, those guys. They have an awesome site on their site talking about vectors and 2D maths and all sorts of stuff.
I mean, it's one of the things I love about teaching this area is it's also new that we don't really know all the rules yet. And my course changes every year as I learn more stuff. And the only way as a field we're actually going to really grow is by those discoveries we make about how do we make this work. You can share that around and the whole field grows. I don't think there's any threat in letting that start out. I think it's advantageous for everybody.
I agree with that point from a personal point of view, but it seems like, so I agree with that as an individual, but it seems like the largest game development companies are so profitable because they aggressively protect their IP and their software patents. So give away everything you know is great as long as you have nothing to lose. As soon as you have valuable IP and software patents, then you need a big team of lawyers to stop people from stealing everything you know to be profitable. So I think as your company gets larger and greedier, this no longer applies.
So patents are interesting there because they're 50-50. The idea behind a patent is that you give away what you know, but that you actually make some profit out of it anyway. But you know, so it's the difference between keeping it secret or so yes, in a commercial area you have to have some way of actually getting return on research. But something like a patent at least lets you make that public, that knowledge public, even if using it then requires payment. But it's not the best arrangement in my opinion, but it's one step along this line.
There's an interesting thought experiment that I like to do, where you look at the history of acquisitions of electronic arts. And if you follow that history of acquisitions, there is just an amazing amount of content that is bought up by electronic arts. And I was a previous employee of electronic arts, and I think they're awesome. But if you look at that previous history, when you realise that for whatever reason, I'm sure it all makes sense, but for whatever reason, the companies that are bought are then removed or folded up or let go or destroyed. The product that they built, the software, the thousands and thousands of lines of code, is gone. It exists. It's probably sitting on a file server somewhere in someone's basement, not someone's basement, electronic arts station. But for all intents and purposes, from now until the end of recorded history, that will never see the light of day and it's gone. And that's a real tragedy. There's some really great stuff in there, and I would love to know how it got built. And I worked on some stuff with that, where I'd like that source code back. It'd be nice to have that. And there is this problem where, yes, as soon as you have some IP, as soon as you have this ability to sell it and make some money, yeah, you're going to have to keep onto that because you've got to keep paying the rent and you've got all these employees, and it's an important thing. You can't treat that with cavalier attitude. But at the same time, on a larger context, that's going to run out. So what do you do at that point? Like, you can't trade on something forever. So if it was free, if you gave it away after a certain amount of time, or in the correct circumstances, you shared information, that's a good thing. It helps.
Okay.
It's my opinion.
Moving on. Your personal network is the best way to get a job. Seems self-evident.
I think that's absolutely true. All the opportunities. I've had opportunities to do lots of amazing things in my career, and it's really because I knew somebody who mentioned that, oh, Malcolm does games, and suddenly I was somewhere in the world doing games. I emphasise that building this sort of network and getting an image for yourself is an important way if you want to get a job. Part of the reason why I wear this hat is just because I get remembered as the guy who wears that hat, and except that everyone mistakes me for Yahtzee. But other than that, it's a little thing that now people know me and know, oh yeah, I remember Malcolm, he was the guy who gave that talk and he wore that hat, it was really good, we should get him to come and talk to the program. I just have
As a side note, if you're studying games, be nice to every single person in the class.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, you never know where they're going to end up and where you want class 10, for example.
Don't start arguing in a job interview.
okay, I didn't do it. But I interviewed Val, and it was a wonderful experience. It was just amazing. And then a friend of mine, about 3 weeks later, he interviewed Val. And when you interview Val, it's amazing, 5-star hotel, they fly you out, you treat her like a rock star, it's wonderful. And I was there for